If you think Call of Duty has a complicated story, wait until you learn what Assassin's Creed is all about. In the Assassin's Creed series, designed and published by Ubisoft, the gamer plays with Desmond Miles. He is kidnapped by a company called Asturgo Industries. Why? Because, without knowing it, Desmond is a descendant of many famous assassins. Asturgo Industries wants to use Desmond to read his memory by placing him in a machine and discover where his forefather assassins hid some powerful pieces of Eden. To make this more understandable, let's go back in time. In the game, there are tons of biblical references, but again, these are biblical facts flipped upside down, changing your view of God and Christ. According to Assassin's Creed, all humans used to be in slavery, working for three gods called the First Civilization. These humans were kept under their control by the use of pieces of Eden. These pieces can be anything, from an apple to a sword. But then there were Adam and Eve. They were tired of slavery and rebelled against their makers. They stole a piece of Eden, the apple, and ran away. Note that in this following video, the mission is called The Truth, implicating that the real story in the Bible is just a fable.
Eve!
Look out!
Ever since that rebellion, there were two secret groups fighting for victory: the Templars, who were on the side of the First Civilization, and the Assassins. The goal of the Templars was to restore all lost pieces of Eden, and again, have all humans under control of the First Civilization. The Assassins were in opposition. They demanded freedom for all. It sounds like the Assassins are the good guys, the ones on whose side you want to be. But who are these Assassins? Let's look at the first one in the game. When Asturgo Industries searched Desmond's memory, they track Altair, who lived in the Middle East in the area of Damascus and Jerusalem. Altair means eagle in Arabic and bird in Greek. In the whole game, many references are made to eagles. In just about every single trailer, an assassin is seen to be an eagle and later change into a human. Assassins can jump off buildings like an eagle, and they can use eagle vision to spot certain things. The eagle is an official symbol of Freemasonry. We also see this in Assassin's Creed 2, where protagonist Ezio Auditore de Firenzo becomes an assassin. He enters a satanic-looking chamber where hooded men are waiting for him. Eagle and goat symbols are found everywhere. Listen carefully to what Ezio is asked.
Very well. Out of the dark you come into the light. From the light you will return to the dark. Are you prepared to travel the eagle's path?
On the cup is written Fraternitatem, which is Latin for brotherhood. Freemasons call themselves the Brotherhood. They even have a Grand Master, just like the Assassins have in Assassin's Creed. On the sides of the cup you see two heads, each looking in a different direction. These heads are of the god Mercury, the messenger god, also affiliated with the underworld. The fact that Ezio joins the Brotherhood of the Assassins is not coincidence. Ezio is Greek for eagle. His surname means listener from Florence. The first lodge of the Freemasons in Italy was founded in Florence in 1731. Going back to the story, after drinking from this cup, Ezio enters a strange room with paintings everywhere and no way to proceed than to do an eagle jump. Again, a reference to the eagle of the Freemasons. There is even a checkered floor there, which can also be found in Masonic lodges. A connection with the Satanic is pretty clear, as can also be seen in the trailer for Assassin's Creed 4: Black Flag.
Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man.
The devil in human form, yet he has come to save humanity. Assassins in Assassin's Creed are supposed to be the good guys, those who fight for freedom and salvation. Though in real life, it is Satan who wants to keep us enchained to sin. It is he who wants to destroy. But Christ who wants to save. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. So what about the Templars? They must be the opposite of the Assassins, since they are the Assassin's enemy. Remember, the Templar Order was one created to bring the world back into its former condition, all humans in slavery and under control of the first civilization. According to the Assassin's Creed Wikia, the Templar Order was likely founded by Cain, whose mark was later adopted as the Templar's crest. Cain was not on the side of God. He killed his brother Abel after presenting a counterfeit offering to God. Not a lamb, representing Christ, but vegetables. Yet the Templars have much Christian symbolism. First of all, the Bible speaks of a temple in the Old Testament that God instructed Moses to build. This temple was a direct reflection of the temple in heaven, where Jesus currently ministers for us as a high priest. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Jesus the Son of God, let us hold fast our profession. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted, like as we are, yet without sin. This heavenly temple is very important for Christians even today. We'll come back to that later on. Second, the Templars are followers of a Trinity, a Godhead that are also creators. They serve the first civilization. Third, the Templars' goal is a new world with stability, peace, and no fear, though all humans will be under their control.
I will lead mankind into a new world.
And fourth, the Templar Order is called an order of shepherds, peace and illumination, just like Jesus is the Good Shepherd.
Consumed in flames of hunger and wrath, thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
This all sounds very positive, only again, the gospel story is flipped upside down. The game is full of other religious references, completely mocking the Bible and making it seem like one big fable. In order to get a piece of Eden, which was in the hand of Jesus, the Templars crucified him. It was this piece of Eden that gave him the power to perform all kinds of miracles, and not his divinity. Later on, we see that the assassins take Jesus off the cross and save him, indicating that he never died for our sins and that Satan saved him. The Ark of the Covenant, which contains the Ten Commandments, is called mere fiction.
There, that must be the Ark. The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
And then there's the Pope, who doesn't even believe in a god.
Dwells within.
You expect me to believe that God lives beneath Il Vaticano?
A more logical location than a kingdom in a cloud, don't you think? Surrounded by singing angels and cherubim. Makes for a lovely image. But the truth is far more interesting.
Let's say I was to believe you. What do you think you'll do when you open that door?
I don't care. It's not approval I'm after. Just power.
God is meant to be all-knowing, all-powerful. You think a couple of ancient relics can harm him?
You know nothing, boy. You take your image of the creators from an ancient book. A book, mind you, written by men.
You are the Pope, and yet you dismiss the central text of your faith?
Are you so naive? I became Pope because it gave me access. It gave me power. Do you think I believe a single word of that ridiculous book? It's all lies and superstition, just like every other religious tract written over the past 10,000 years.
Players are made to think the Bible is just a fairy tale. But that story, the story of the assassins or Freemasons fighting for your freedom, and the Christians or the Christian God only wanting to enslave humanity, is Gnosticism, and nothing could be further from the truth. With such a complicated story with layers and layers you have to dig through in order to understand just a little bit of what is really going on, it is impossible not to be affected by it, especially with the frontal lobe suppressed and your reasoning powers switched off. This is a battle for your mind, a battle for your soul, and that battle is not a fairy tale. It is as real as it can be.
Hey YouTubers, I hope you enjoyed that video clip. It came from one of these 3 documentaries. We got 3 on this subject. They're called Controller, and you can buy them at littlelightstudios.tv or you can rent them on vimeo.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell to keep being notified about new videos we come out with. And also, if you want to support our ministry, click the Patreon page, and don't forget we got plenty more videos over here. See you next time, guys.